National Deviled Egg Day. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
National Deviled Egg Day.
Yeah, because nobody seems to have brought any in yet. I know you brought your little smoky in for us to have, and I appreciate that. But Darling could have made it some deviled eggs.
Well,
why don't you call her and see if she can just go on home from work and make it some?
I'll bring us some in tomorrow.
That's okay. That's all right.
What?
I'd just soon. Tomorrow it won't be deviled egg day.
Well, that's hurtful. I can make deviled eggs.
No, that's good.
I'm a good cook.
I'm sure you are. I don't know where your hands have been. Let's go to the phone. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, gentlemen?
Wonderful, man. What's going on?
Oh, doing good. This is Colonel Paul Myers. How are you?
Well, Colonel Paul Myers, what's going on in your world?
Well, I was just checking up with you guys this morning. I was listening to you talking about my 7th great grandfather's birthday today.
Eddie Bush is your grandfather?
Yeah, it only took him a week to figure it out.
No, you're talking about Daniel Boone?
Yes, sir.
Is your 7th generation grandfather?
7th great grandfather, direct blood descendant. I am on the family rolls in Washington, D.C. and Frankfort, Kentucky.
Now, how cool is that?
Man, that's awesome.
Boy, that is. Now, has there any stories or any kind of stuff been handed down through the family that you can share with us? Or?
Oh, most certainly, most certainly. A very good friend of mine wrote a book, Michael LaFaro, up in Tennessee, up at UT Knoxville.
Yep.
And I got to know him pretty well, and we went over some stuff. But yeah, Daniel was a prankster. Now, he had a dry sense of humor, and he was a prankster. He and a good friend of his were offended by a neighboring farmer up in Pennsylvania when they were young. And the farmer woke up to found his wagon hanging out of a tree, all the parts of it.
Is that made a wagon tree?
Wagon tree.
Wow.
Now the rumor is, the story is, of course, there were a lot of legends with Daniel Boone, but the legend is that he died of gastrointestinal distress from eating too many yams over at the in-laws. Is that right?
Overindulgence of sweet potatoes.
That's what. See,
Is
y'all,
that right?
Rick, I'm telling you, I told you I wasn't lying to you.
Well, I can never tell.
He ate too many sweet potatoes and blew up.
He sure did. And, you know, Daniel always had the itching foot. He was always a traveler, correct?
Right.
And even after his death, he was still a traveler because in Missouri, where he was buried, he was officially dug up, he and Rebecca both, and brought back to Frankfort.
Is that right? Well, I didn't know. I was reading this morning that he actually was born in Pennsylvania, which I really didn't
Ole, Pennsylvania.
Had no idea. That seems like a little far north for Daniel.
Now, did he really fight that bear?
Yes, he did. Well, he didn't fight it. He killed it.
He killed that bear
Well,
when he was 3.
I guess he broke out in the fight and ended up in a death.
That's what it'd be wonderful. I'm sure from the sound of your well-practiced delivery that you obviously tell these stories on demand. I mean, do you do these presentations?
Sure, I do. I teach Daniel Boone, an American legend, to the 4th grade classes for elementary schools here in Mount Pleasant.
Look at you.
That's great.
And I bring my grandfather, who was the 5th great grandson of Daniel Boone. We were in Pennsylvania when I was a little boy at his home place, and they found out that he was the 5th great grandson of Daniel Boone there at the museum, and they allowed him to take tick liquor, Daniel's most favorite rifle, out of the case and get all the measurements off of it. He went back to Brasstown, North Carolina, and I watched him as a little boy build 7 identical copies by hand.
Wow.
There was no kit.
How cool.
And I have one of those.
Do you really?
It is the most beautiful. Everybody that sees it just cannot believe how beautiful that copy reproduction that gun is.
And are these working reproductions, black powder?
Absolutely. It was hunted with continually.
I'll be doggone. You're a colonel in what when you say you're a colonel?
Kentucky colonel on the governor's staff of the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
What about that? Well, man, I appreciate you doing it. Maybe we'll one of these days be able to share some of these stories.
Well, I'll be more than happy to it. I'll bring
Tick
Licker's little brother down and let you guys look it over.
Well, there you go, man. Hey, listen, happy birthday to your 7th generation great grandfather.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, buddy. See you. I'm just glad he called.
What an interesting call.
Cool.
I would love to sit down
You never
and
know.
talk to that
We've
guy,
talked to a
man.
lady who got run over by a car at Cracker Barrel this morning, and we've talked to Daniel Boone's 7th great grandson.
And the mayor saw colors in the sky.
It's just been an amazing
And
morning.
salmon.
You know why they called him? Well, that's because he was there was some kind of, leak of something in the bus. He was inhaling fumes, and he thought he saw fish in the sky.
Weasel Time Saver Traffic from the Gerald's Tire and Michelin Harmony Traffic Center.
A wreck on Ashley Phosphate Road at Northwoods Boulevard. Another crash on Clements Ferry Road at Charleston Regional Parkway. A wreck on the James Island Connector headed into downtown near the Somerville exit. Overturned vehicle in front of Carrio Middle School in Park West in Mount Pleasant. Interstate busy at Ashley Phosphate and the 52 Connector. About 25 minutes into downtown from there. Give me a call if you see a traffic problem. 721-2277. Time Saver Traffic, a service of SCE&G.
A home with both electricity and natural gas is the ideal home. Fine neighborhoods like Bolton's Landing and Taylor Plantation feature the value of natural gas. Ask your builder or realtor for natural gas in your next home. SCE&G serving natural gas to these and other fine Ryland communities. Natural gas, making everyday life better. Take the family to beautiful Cypress Gardens on Saturday, November 14th, when Google is teaming up with the supporters of historic Cypress Gardens to offer discounted admission, and proceeds will help ensure the future of this one-of-a-kind preserve. Come enjoy barbecue, live music, a raffle, and lots of fun for the kids. Pick up a discount coupon for the exciting day at any Berkeley County library. Come on out November 14th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Rain or shine, and support historic Cypress Gardens. For more information, go to google.com/Berkeley County or call Cypress Gardens at 843-553-0515.
New York Life Stories.
Last night, my 7-year-old couldn't get to sleep.